Hello everyone, Mike1217 here, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. And in this episode we are going to complete the Goron's Lullaby, and then we're going to do a little side thing that we can do in the mountain. In Snowhead, that's what this area in full is called, Snowhead. And okay, let's get the ocarina out and don't forget the song, please. Okay, there we go. I was kind of... I couldn't quite remember the song, but yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so now we know the Goron's Lullaby. That is the main song of the area, and now every Goron is asleep. So yeah, when you play the Goron's Lullaby, Gorons will fall asleep. I'm partially interested in testing this on other Gorons in the area, but I don't feel like really going through the trouble. I might, if I run into one just kind of standing around, I'll try it just to see if it works. But okay, something else I need to be able to do. First of all, I'll demonstrate this again, even though you've probably already seen it. But yeah, if you gain enough traction, you can build up spikes, build up momentum, and go into spike rolling Goron mode. And it takes up magic, in case I didn't mention that before. So, and it can be pretty deadly actually against enemies too. So, yeah, and also it's a very fast way of transportation. The Goron is probably the fastest way to actually move. So, if you want to get places quickly, the Goron's the best way to actually move, but I still prefer using the bunny hood just because, I don't know, I like playing as Link, and I feel like I have better control over myself. Down here, I think it's like a Goron shop or something. It's not very that important. I'll check it out. Just because I think we might have a short episode, so I think it's worth it to kind of check out things. Really, all you get here are bombs, arrows, potions. I really never use this, but again, worth showing for anyone curious. So yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing here is trying to get a mask that you can get in this area, and hopefully I can get it now. Again, this game and its schedule system, you just never know if you have to do something on a certain time. I need to make sure I have Deku Sticks for this, because we need Deku Sticks. I also want my bunny hood, and I want Deku Sticks. Need to find me a fire to light, and we're gonna light all the torches in the whatever this is called, the Goron. I want to call this Goron Village because it's, you know, it has the same music and it's essentially the same thing as from Ocarina of Time, but I've already forgotten what it's actually supposed to be called. But whatever. Yeah, these guys are already awake. See, baby's still asleep. That's all we care about. Okay, so let's get this lit. And again, this is time, so you gotta be quick. I'm probably gonna mess this up, just saying. Let's see. And this is pretty hard too, because you just barely have enough time to do this. Ooh, these are the hardest ones to get, are these. Almost there, almost there, almost there. One more. Yes! Sweet. It does take me a few tries usually, so that's a nice recovery from the shitty play I've had in this area. Because I'm messing up things I usually don't mess up, and at least I'm getting things that I usually do mess up, so at least I'm kind of evening out. Like the hot spring stuff also could have gone worse. I usually do a lot worse on getting the hot spring water down to the proper destination. Alright, so what we're supposed to do here, lighting up all those torches made the chandelier up there spin, and what we're trying to do is break one of those Goron vases on that, and we'll get a special item from those that will be useful for getting the mask that I'm trying to get. So this is just kind of luck. I mean, you just gotta keep trying until you get it. Let's see if I can get this in the first try. That'd be awesome. You really just have to guess. One of those contains something important. Other ones may contain rupees or nothing, like the one that I just did. So just gotta keep trying. I might, you know what? I'll just cut them out. I'll cut all these attempts out until I get the proper item that I'm looking for. No, you could have had it. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why'd you go off to the side, you fucking moron? I tried to aim for that one, and then I completely missed. It would have been just fine if I stayed straight. Let's see if I can get one here. This is going a lot worse than it usually does. Come on. Can that be the one? That was not the one. Oh, that was a nice shot. That was what I was trying to do to that other one that I missed, because I thought I had to kind of aim for it. Alright, finally, this is what we want. No, that's not, is that? Yeah, that's what I want. I thought that was a rocket first. Don't punch it. Come on, we worked so hard for this, Domani. Don't be punching it. I don't know why I keep pressing B to try to pick things up. That's just me being stupid and forgetting what button to press. I'm trying to remember what game you have to press B to pick things up. Maybe, is it Mario 64? It's Mario 64. I don't know why I have that confused with this game, because I haven't played Mario 64 in a really long time. Alright, so we have this meat here. There is no time limit here. You might think this is one of those things where it's like, you have to get it to the destination in a certain amount of time because it's food and it'll rot. But they're nice enough not to put a time limit on this thing, which is really awesome. Fortunately, I don't know how the fuck to get to where I want to go. Okay, this is where I want to go. It's kind of confusing to find your way around here. Stay away from me, Tactides. Hopefully I don't die on the way. Oh my god, I wouldn't be surprised. Remember that Goron? I don't know if you remember that Goron I was talking about earlier. There's a Goron in the area with the cabins, and that's where we're trying to get to, is the area where the cabin is. So we will have to cross this bridge and hopefully avoid these wolfos and things. That took way too long to get that. That's probably one of the more troublesome times I've had getting this. So yeah, a lot of things aren't going my way. Oh, stay away from me. But some things have also gone my way, so I still would say this area's been definitely more on the negative side than on the positive side. But, oh well. What are you gonna do? Again, this game isn't that punishing for when you die, so it's not really, like, the dying hasn't been that bothersome to me. It's just been messing up the main sequence of doing this part. Okay, so I want to take this over here to this guy. This guy is apparently really hungry. And yeah, this can happen whenever. You have to do this, though, before you beat the temple. After you beat the temple, spoilers, the snow will go away. And he won't be up there, I don't think. So he won't be really in need of food. So you have to remember to do this before you beat the temple. So let's throw this thing up there for him. And you can see on his head, you might be able to guess what the mask is we're going to get. This will heal his soul and we'll get an Goron mask. Yeah! That's what food does. That's what would happen to me. Food heals my soul, I tell you. Okay. Give us your damn mask, fool. That's what I came here for anyway. This is the whole reason why I'm doing a third episode in this cycle. After all, I was gonna go for 2, but nope. You made it. You made me do 3 episodes. Hungry, stupid Goron. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm talking bad to him. It's like he's suffering in the cold, starving, and I'm calling him a stupid Goron. And I'm his guardian, for Christ's sake. I mean, come on, what a dick. Okay, so we got the mask that we wanted. That is the Don Garros mask, and it's not something we're gonna be using, like a lot of the other masks we'll be getting in the game. I'm trying to remember exactly what it does. I know that you use it to talk to frogs. That's really what you do with it, is there to talk to frogs. Yeah, I'll have to investigate exactly what it does, but I don't think we're going to be using it. You can talk to frogs with it, and we'll figure it out. I'll look it up and explain it later. I probably should have looked it up before this recording session. But from what I remember, it really isn't that important. So, yeah, there we go. I want to actually do good. This is actually practice here. See, the thing is, like, I do have a mild excuse here with the ice physics. The ice physics do affect you here. The traction is kind of annoying to deal with. So, there is a bit of an excuse for me. I promise you that. There is a bit of an excuse for me. Granted, I should be doing a little bit better than this. Actually, a lot better than this. But still, yeah, you can't blame me a little bit for some shakiness in combat. I don't know why I'm getting that fairy. I'm not low on health. I'm low on magic is what I'm low on. That's why I'm breaking stuff down, because I need magic. So I can get to the next part. Now we're gonna get to a new out statue and get closer to the dungeon. We're essentially gonna unlock an out statue that is next to the place where we play the song. So we want to go up this way, right? I think so. This should be the next part. Yeah, this is where we want to be. Going up this way. You wanna should activate that. Yeah. This is the Goron roll in action right here. And yeah, a lot of the Goron rolling gameplay does involve jumping ramps like that, like we were doing across there. And those look familiar. Those flags look like they're from Gerudo Desert. And this is the out statue that we want. And I'm trying to decide. I'm definitely not going to play the dungeon in this recording session, but I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to really like keep going. I guess I can enter the temple, and then I'll start the next. I'll start the next cycle and recording session from inside the temple. So I'll activate the temple, and yeah. And then I'll just off-screen this crap I'm about to do in the next cycle. Kind of like what I did for this cycle. I off-screened the entering of the area, so there you go. No, I'm doing it wrong, there we go. Should I actually show this? Hold on, let me actually show it. It was actually going on. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So, if we put on our lens of truth... What? Did I just hit the wrong button? I think I just hit the wrong button there. There we go. What the hell happened there? But if you use the lens of truth, you'll see a giant Goron out there. That's what's actually going on, is a giant Goron is sneezing, I guess, and blowing wind out. What we have to do is we play the Goron... there we go. Play the Goron's Lullaby, and forget it, apparently. Okay, so apparently I'm an idiot, and I tried doing that with the ocarina as a human. You have to remember to play the songs with the proper link transformation. Just like with Woodfall, we had to open the temple with the Deku link, you know, bagpipe things or whatever. And for this, you have to play the Goron drums to actually have that work and put that giant Goron to sleep. So, now he's out of the way, he's done blowing his wind out. Blowing wind, haha. Funny. Actually, it's not blowing wind, it's breaking wind, and now I died. Wonderful. I'm not surprised. You really don't have to do that, it just makes it quicker. Ooh, yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about, there's fairies that appear there. Apparently, though, if you fall, you don't lose hearts. That's kind of interesting, I never really noticed that. You would think that's how it would work. It is recommended you roll here because these These snowball boulders will be coming at you and screwing you up. So let's get a ball going here. Ooh, I want to get away from these guys. I've had enough fighting these guys. We'll be fighting quite a few of them inside the temple itself. I don't know why I'm doing this, because I'm not even going to play the temple. I'm just going to have to do this all over again when I do the next recording session. I'm just having an excuse to extend the episode a little bit. That's what I did, like, the last cycle. Because yeah, the last cycle I fought that stupid Dodongo and almost died to that. Yeah, you can't just roll up this, but considering how bad I've been playing, I think right here you have to roll. Well, I don't think you have to roll for that, but whatever. This is how you enter the temple. This is Snowhead Temple. And I'll have to do all that stuff off screen again in the next cycle, but that is not your problem, that is my problem. So next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we will take on the Snowhead Temple. So thank you guys for watching. This is Michael217, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace out, everyone.